Little Miss Grubby Toes Steps on a Bee. Written by Eddie Price. Illustrated by Mark Wayne Adams. Little Miss Grubby Toes steps on a bee. Once there was a little girl named Little Miss Grubby Toes. That was not her real name, of course. That was the nickname her father gave her. Why do you think he called her that? It was because Little Miss Grubby Toes never wore her shoes. Whenever she went outside, she took them off and ran around barefoot. She walked on the blacktop parking lots, tramped through the neighbor's flower bed, and even shuffled across the gravel driveway, all without her shoes. She loved to squish her toes in the mud after a rain. Little Miss Grubby Toes' feet, and especially her toes, were grubby all the time. Now, usually, Little Miss Grubby Toes was a good little girl, but sometimes Little Miss Grubby Toes didn't obey her parents, and this always got her into trouble. One day, Little Miss Grubby Toes wanted to go out and play. It was such a lovely summer day. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, the bees were buzzing. "Mother, may I go outside to play?" Little Miss Grubby Toes asked. "Yes, you may, sweetheart, but you must promise me that you will keep your shoes on today. You must not play barefoot." "Why not, Mother?" "Because, Little Miss Grubby Toes, your father has not mowed the yard lately, so there are bees buzzing around the wildflowers." "What are bees, Mother?" asked Little Miss Grubby Toes. "Bees are a type of insect," Mother told her. "They are yellow and black, and they have 3 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of wings. Some bees suck up nectar from flowers and take it to their homes to make honey. They are called honeybees." "What is nectar?" asked Little Miss Grubby Toes. "It is a sweet liquid found inside flowers," Mother said. "It is what's used to make the good honey that we eat." "May I pet the bees?" Little Miss Grubby Toes asked. "Oh, no," said Mother. "They will hurt you. Their sharp stingers will stick you, especially if you step on them with your bare feet. That is why I want you to wear your shoes today. Do not take them off." "I promise, Mother," said Little Miss Grubby Toes. "Then you may go outside and play." Little Miss Grubby Toes was happy to be outside. She liked to swing. She liked to go down the slide. Most of all, Little Miss Grubby Toes liked to run. She chased the neighbor's kitty, but it ran away. She chased a robin and tried to catch a butterfly. They both flew away. Soon, Little Miss Grubby Toes was tired, and Little Miss Grubby Toes was hot. Little Miss Grubby Toes wanted to take off her shoes. She looked up at the open kitchen window. Mother was not there. Little Miss Grubby Toes could hear Mother talking on the telephone in the other room. Little Miss Grubby Toes' feet were burning up. Should she take off her shoes? "No, don't do it. Listen to your mother. Watch out for the bees." But she did. The mud at the bottom of the slide felt so nice and cool on Little Miss Grubby Toes' feet, and she didn't see any bees nearby. Maybe if she stayed close to the play area, everything would be all right. Suddenly, Little Miss Grubby Toes saw a beautiful yellow butterfly flutter past her swing. She wanted so badly to catch it. She leapt off the swing and ran. She forgot all about her bare feet. She forgot what Mother had told her about the bees. Oh no! Little Miss Grubby Toes stepped on a bee. The bee's sharp stinger went straight into the bottom of Little Miss Grubby Toes' foot. It really hurt. Ow! Screamed Little Miss Grubby Toes. Then she began to cry. Mother ran out to help her. Little Miss Grubby Toes cried and cried. Mother carried Little Miss Grubby Toes into the house and set her in a kitchen chair. Without speaking, she examined Little Miss Grubby Toes' foot and gently pulled out the bee's stinger. Then she washed both feet with warm, soapy water and put some medicine and a bandage on the bee sting. Mother held Little Miss Grubby Toes in her arms until she stopped crying. When Father came home from work, he knew something was wrong. "What happened to my Little Miss Grubby Toes?" he asked. "I told her she could play outside if she wore her shoes," Mother explained, "but she did not obey me and she stepped on a bee." "Let me see," Father said. He peeled back the bandage and looked at the big bump on the bottom of Little Miss Grubby Toes' foot. "I bet that hurts," he said. "It does, Father," said Little Miss Grubby Toes, her eyes welling with tears again. "And why did the bee sting you?" "Because I stepped on it when I was not wearing my shoes," said Little Miss Grubby Toes. "Even though Mother told me to," she sniffed. Father hugged her. "So what did you learn today, Little Miss Grubby Toes?" She thought about that for a while. Then she answered, "I should always listen to my mother. Mother knows what's best, and she loves me. You do too." That night, Little Miss Grubby Toes ate all of her supper, so Mother gave her a bowl of ice cream for dessert. Father said that the bee sting would itch for a few days and that it might be hard to walk on the big bump. Some boys and girls, he told her, get very sick when they are stung by a bee. Some must even go to the hospital to get well. But Little Miss Grubby Toes was lucky. All she got was a big, itchy bump. Little Miss Grubby Toes felt lucky too. The ice cream with the chocolate sauce was delicious. That night, she promised to be good forever. Do you think she will? The end.